opportunity to comment on the issue and/or place a motion on the floor. An opportunity for discussion may be presented, at which time the public may participate, and a roll call vote will follow. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Gary, would you call the roll, please?
Slosik,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Fourth item on our agenda this morning is the approval of the agenda. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chairman, I'd move we approve the agenda as printed.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the agenda as printed. Any questions, comments, or concerns? There being none, Sherry, would you call the roll, please?
Slosik,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes. Motion passes. Item 5 on our agenda this morning is the consent agenda. We are approving the regular session minutes of June 21st, 2022, and special session minutes of June 21st, 2022. Approving claims is audited and authorize the county auditor and recorder to issue payment of the same. The listings of claims paid at this meeting and all claims paid in the current month will be published as part of the first meeting the following month. We have one manure management plan this morning for our Upchurch feeders, ID number 66010-70508 US Highway 30 Colo with changes. This is the end of the consent agenda. I'll entertain motions on its approval, please.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Mr. Chairman, I'd second that.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? There being none, Sherry, would you call the vote roll, please?
Slosik,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes. Motion passes. Item 6 on our agenda this morning is a personnel change. It's to approve the new hire for the County Attorney's Department Administrative Assistant, Lisa Crouch, permanent full-time at $16.50 an hour with a start date on or after July 18th, 2022. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to approve the new hire, County Attorney's Department Administrative Assistant, Lisa Crouch, permanent full-time.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve this personnel change in hiring. Any further comments, questions, or concerns? Jordan, do you have any comments?
I do. So Ms. Crouch would be a replacement for one that we had retire at the beginning of June. So this is not a new position. This would just be replacing a position that's vacant due to retirement. She's worked in this community for a while and came highly recommended to us. We're excited to have the opportunity to have her in the office.
Wonderful. We'll welcome her aboard here in a moment. Are there any further comments, questions, or concerns on this matter? There being none, Sherry, call the roll, please.
Slosik,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes. Welcome aboard, Lisa. Item number 7 on our agenda this morning is to approve the Raycom 911 radio tower staging acceptance following the June 29th staging acceptance test, including the functional testings of the P25 trunked calls and site features and P25 phase 2 functionality, and authorize the vice chairman to sign. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion then to approve the Raycom 911 radio tower and staging acceptance following the June 29th staging acceptance test, including functional testing, P25 trunked calls and site features, and P25 phase 2 functionality, and authorized vice chairman to sign.
Mr. Chair, I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve and sign this. Any further questions, comments, or concerns?
Dave, I was involved with the project here last week. And it was pretty impressive. I had no idea that these radios have the ability to do what they do. We did this it took a little over 3 hours to do this with the potential of it maybe to have taken all day. But everything worked well, and was impressed with the whole system.
So this is
Well, I
kind of
only
a
got-
laboratory deal?
Yes, yes, it was.
I only got an opportunity to read the 60 pages of the report on it, but it was interesting reading. It sure certainly appeared that everything came out very well.
Yeah, we were very pleased.
Okay. Any other comments, questions, or concerns on this matter? There being none, Sherry, would you call the roll, please?
Colossus,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes. That brings us one step closer, gentlemen. Item number 8 on our agenda this morning is to approve the lease agreement between CICS and Marshall County for the space in the annex effective 7/1/2022. We previously had discussed this at another meeting, and there was a couple items that needed to be i's dotted and t's crossed, and we waited for Jordan, our county attorney, to be able to look this over, and I believe everything came out okay. I would entertain motions on this approval.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to approve the lease agreement between CICS and Marshall County for space in the annex effective July 1, 22, and authorize Vice Chair to sign.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve this lease agreement and authorize the vice chairman to sign. Any further questions, comments, or concern? There being none, Barry, would you call the roll, please?
Colossus,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes. Thank you, Jesse.
welcome.
Item number 9 on our agenda this morning is to approve the business associate agreement with Central Iowa Community Services regarding to the safety of the safeguarding of the public health information. I'll entertain motions on this item, please.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion then to approve the business associate agreement with Central Iowa Community Services relating to safeguarding public health information and authorizing Vice Chair to sign.
Mr. Chair, I would second that.
Thank you. This is basically following all the HIPAA agreements that we have to follow. Bill, do you have any comments on this? This is in your wheelhouse.
No, excuse me. This is a normal procedure, and we've been very cognizant of the HIPAA for at least the years that I've been here, about 8 years. And so this is just continuing, and it's nothing out of the ordinary. So I think this is a good move to continue.
Okay. That being said, are there any other comments, questions, or concerns by anyone? There being none, Jesse, would you call the roll, please?
Colossus,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes, motion passes. Item number 10 on our agenda this morning is to adopt resolution number 2022-0024, approving the assignment of certificate of purchase at tax sale of 111 Dubuque Street, Liscum, Iowa, to the city of Liscum, Iowa. I'll entertain motions on this resolution, please.
Mr. Chairman, I would move to adopt resolution 2022-0024, approving the assignment of certificate of purchase at tax sale of 111 Dubuque Street, Liscum, Iowa, to the city of Liscum, Iowa.
And I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to adopt this resolution. Any comments, questions, or concern? There being none, Jesse, would you call the roll, please?
Colossus,
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes. Motion passes. Item number 11 on our agenda this morning is to approve the Marshall County to apply for the grants to counties. This is a county application for Iowa grants to county on authorizing the zoning commissioner Apfel to do all things necessary to effectuate the grant. It is my understanding that we have applied for this in previous years and received it. And there's evidently been a change at the level of the state that we may need to reapply year after year. In the past, we haven't had to do that. Todd, do we have you on this morning to discuss this at all? Okay, I'll entertain motions on this item.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion then to approve the Marshall County application for Iowa grants to counties. Authorize zoning commissioner Apfel to do all things necessary to effectuate the grant.
Mr. Chair, I'll second that.
Are there any questions? We have a motion and a second to approve this. Any further questions, comments, or concerns? There being none, Jessica, roll call vote, please.
Lossett.
Yes.
Patton,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes, motion carries. Item number 12 on our agenda this morning is the Marshall County Hazard Mitigation Grant application for the Siren Project, discussion and possible action. Kim, do we have any updates on this that are new?
The last meeting, I told you that it was getting ready to go up to FEMA. It was pushed on to FEMA, approved at the state level. I applied for 394,000. They told me it was 386 available, but there was one part of the project that I stuck in there to see if we could go ahead and pass that through. So waiting for approval at the federal level. As soon as we do that, we'll go out for bids and work forward.
Any idea how long before we will receive that approval?
I was hoping fairly quickly. When we first started this, they thought about 4 weeks after they sent it into the federal level. So it's been about a week now, so.
Well, that would be moving at light speed for the federal government.
Right. I agree.
Anything else to update us on?
No.
Okay. Any other comments, questions, or concerns by anybody on this matter? There being none, we'll move on to item number 13. We have previously tabled this item. Is there anybody that wishes to do anything with this, or shall we leave it tabled?
Let's leave it tabled until you're with us again then, Dave.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay. This is going to go fast this morning, gentlemen and ladies. Item number 14 on our agenda this morning is public forum. This is a time set aside for the public to make comments on topics of county business other than those listed on this agenda. No action will be taken on any of these topics brought up in public forum. Well, Nan is usually the first one to jump up and give us a report. Does anybody else have anything for the good of the order?
Just a reminder, the 911 Communications Commission and the Emergency Management Commission is early this month, so it'll be this
That is
week.
Thursday.
And then also in August, it will be early a week. So.
Yeah, it'll be the first Thursday of the month.
And do you say why? Because you're flying away and
This
Okay.
month, we're going to the National Homeland Security Conference.
Yes.
So we will be at that all next week.
Yeah, and then we've looked at the classes in there. We've got some excellent offerings this year.
Yeah.
And then, of course, next month is the EPCO National Conference. So it's the Association of Public Communications Officials. So I'll be taking several staff members to that as well.
And that'll just be you and some of your staff.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
I'm-
great training for them. They're very
Yeah,
excited.
I'm really glad you're taking some staff members.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, my goal is to take staff members every year, and then I rotate through them so that everyone has the opportunity to go to a national conference, and then of course the state conference, and so on and so forth. It's extremely important training, and when you're looking at it on a national level and even a regional level, there's even those higher level classes that they can get involved in. Plus the networking value, it's amazing.
is there any of those, I'll say classes, are they certification classes? Any of them you get credit for them or anything?
They actually get continuing education credits for it. So like all of their certifications, their public safety telecommunicator, their emergency medical dispatch, fire service, all of the things that they're already certified in dispatch, they get continuing credits for that, which counts towards their renewals because they have to recertify those every 2 years.
Okay,
There's a lot of training that goes into it.
that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's also a training value for that.
Anybody have anything else for the good of the order?
We have some new rules that are going to affect us in the country here, starting
Yeah.
July. I'm seeing some UTVs already out on our gravel roads and
We had that new law had passed effective July 1st. They are out and about, a little more frequent. So far, the deputies have not had any contact. Everybody seems to be following the rules. So I think the education piece is going to be key to a successful implementation of these new laws. But, I think everything's going well so far.
very good. The ones that I've seen have been going slow, so I don't know if that's a sign or not, but it's welcome them out there, actually. It's okay.
We have been letting people know when they do renew their ATVs, also the new laws, and we have a flyer that we hand out to them too. So we remind them, you have to have insurance.
That's good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's important. It's critical.
Anything else?
Quiet on this end, David.
I'm sorry, pardon me.
It's quiet on this end.
Okay. We'll move on to item 15 on our agenda this morning, which is adjournment. The next regular session is July 19th, 2022 at 9:05 a.m. All business to be acted upon at that session should be submitted to the County Auditor and Recorder's Office or to the Board of Supervisors Office by Wednesday, July 13th, 2022 at 12 p.m. There being no further business to come before the board, this meeting is adjourned at 9:22 a.m. Thank you, everybody, for your time.